Sunscreen and sunblock have a lot of xenoestrogens, among other chemicals. And when you put chemicals of any kind in your skin and then you get in the sun, they react and they cause more mutations. The xenoestrogens alone should be a pretty big alarm for most of you. Um, Judging by how my uh, skull and jaw development video is the most explosive growth so far on this channel, I know that a lot of people are aware that the interference with the endocrine system in humans is a big thing. It's like a war on human genetics. It really is. So the fact that sunblock and sunscreen have xenoestrogens made it an obvious no-no for me a long time ago. So I didn't have an immediate solution, but I just used common sense. I modulated how much sun I got on me. Um, I was not blessed from birth with sun handling skin. I had a whole lot of freckles and moles from getting sunburned, and actually some of them were surgically removed, and they said they were melanoma or pre-melanoma, carcinomic, or whatever it is. Dangerous, the kind of thing that can kill you. Later, I removed another 371 moles from my body using bloodroot, which is an amazing way to totally remove moles. And it's easy and you can do it yourself, and it's incredible. It's a little creepy, albeit, but it's amazingly effective. So I got rid of all my moles. And then later, I started learning or understanding or putting together that high levels of antioxidants in the body, and a nice variety of them, actually allows your skin to handle much, much more UV without damage. And it makes your skin just healthier and better. Better connective tissue, better skin function, better skin detoxification. And now you can get more sun without the damage, which means you can get more benefits from the sun. So even a guy like me that was profoundly sensitive to getting severely sunburnt, I can handle a lot more sun now than I used to. It may be interesting to note my younger son is kind of like a meteorologist in his own right, and he studies the weather in a lot of ways, including UV. And he's been showing me the UV changes over the last 3, 4 years, and it's like the where we live anyway, which means that this is what the sun is doing, and it's affecting the planet everywhere, I'm sure. The sun is practically doubled in its average UV over the last, like I said, 3, 4 years since I've been paying attention to all the um, gadgets my son has that measure these kind of things. Um, so if the UV is getting higher because the sun is changing its energy, and that's really what's happening. There's a lot of agendas out there misleading people and so forth about what's going on. But the sun changes from age to age, and it's increasing its UV now. So it's more important than ever that I share this message. So I thank whoever asked me. This is just one of those things I realize very, very, very few people have probably made this connection. So share it with who needs to know. Do people a favor and let them know that you can upgrade your skin's function, capacity, health, appearance, and ability to handle UV in a productive, positive way. People should be getting more vitamin D, not less, okay? But you need skin that's healthy enough to handle it right. And like I say, you guys can look into this. I've attached a few links to get you started in the box below. There's a lot more out there. Remember, there are agendas behind some science that are going to try to dispute what I'm saying right now. But if you have the eyes to see, you're going to make these connections for yourself and figure out what I'm talking about. I watched all my freckles disappear. I still had hundreds and hundreds of freckles after getting rid of all the moles using bloodroot. And over the past 5 years, maybe a little more, I've watched basically all my freckles disappear. And the only thing I can really attribute it to, because I've been getting more sun than ever in the tropics, um, the only thing I can really attribute it to is the massive upgrades in lifestyle, a detoxified body, and a whole lot of really high potency antioxidants that I include in my diet and lifestyle on a regular basis and have been. And that really has upgraded my skin function and my overall health. If it does that much on the surface layer of your body, obviously these antioxidants do profound things all throughout your body. So you asked and it has been delivered. Awesome question. Use it wisely, guys. Upgrade your antioxidant game. And, if you want my opinion, stop putting endocrine disruptors and toxins and xenoestrogens and helping with the war on genetics by wearing things like sunblock and sunscreen. Unless you can make your own, perhaps out of some kind of healthy oils or some kind of natural substance that limits UV. But remember, it really that's good and all, but it really is more ideal to be able to use the UV, the sun's IV that has all kinds of neat light codes and amazing things in it besides just vitamin D3. There's a lot more benefits to what the sun can potentially do. And when the sun changes, it's asking all the DNA of living things on Earth to change. The plants and trees will change. The way foods and herbs grow will change. Things about animals' DNA will change on the land and in the sea. And if you're keeping up with it, if you're keeping up with the great creator's process, you want to upgrade along with that instead of trying to hide from it, which is futile and basically insane. All right? Much love, everybody. Over and out for now.